All right, if you're a student and you're feeling lost, maybe a little distracted, or just plain stuck, then this one is definitely for you. We're about to dive deep into the real power of focus and, more importantly, how you can actually find it.
But let's start with this simple question. Just for a second, think about your daily habits, what you're working towards, and especially all the things that pull your attention away. Now be really honest with yourself. Are you on the right track?
You see, the way to think about this is actually pretty simple. A student's life can pretty much be boiled down to two fundamental paths, or two tracks. And the most important part, you get to choose which one you're on every single day with every single decision.
So what are these two tracks? Well, on one side, you've got the right track. This is the path of focus, of putting in the work, of actually building a real future for yourself. And on the other side, the wrong track. This is the easy road, the one paved with distractions, addictions, and all those short-term pleasures that don't really lead anywhere. So what does that wrong track actually look like? Well, it's filled with all the usual suspects, right? The things you see here. But listen, the key idea isn't that your phone is the enemy. The phone's a tool. The real problem is the addiction to it, that constant nagging feeling that you have to check it, that you just can't put it down. That's the trap.
Okay, so how do we fix this whole mess? A lot of people go searching for life hacks, right? Or, 5 tips to improve your concentration. But honestly, those are just band-aids. They're surface-level fixes that don't get to the root of the real problem.
And here it is. This is the absolute heart of the matter. The problem isn't that you can't concentrate. It's that you have no deep, burning interest in doing the hard stuff that's on the right track. Think about it. You don't need tricks to focus on a video game or binge watch a show you love, right? Of course not, because you're genuinely interested.
The real solution, the game changer, is when you flip this whole thing on its head. Just imagine for a second a world where everyone, your parents, your friends, everybody is telling you, hey, stop studying, go have fun. But a fire inside of you just says, no, I have to do this. Let me see who can stop me. That's not discipline. That's pure, unstoppable drive.
So, how do you get that internal fire? How do you light that engine? Well, the secret is in one incredibly powerful idea: finding your why. A reason that's so strong, it changes absolutely everything.
To really get a feel for this, I want you to picture something with me. Imagine you are completely lost. You're in the middle of a vast, empty desert. The sun is just beating down on you, and you have no idea which way to go.
Now let's turn up the heat. It's been 2 full days. You are desperately thirsty. Your body is screaming at you. You are at your absolute breaking point.
In that moment of pure, raw desperation, what are you thinking about? Your phone? Social media? That TV show? No way. There is only one single thought consuming your entire being: water. Your need is so intense, so powerful, that all other distractions literally cease to exist.
That desperate, all-consuming need for water has a name: Vajja. It's a Hindi word that means a reason or a purpose that is so powerful it gives you that singular, unwavering focus. This Vajja is the water that you need to find for your own life.
Okay, now let's think about your mind for a second. Imagine your mind is like an incredibly powerful wild horse. If you aren't the one holding the reins, where do you think that horse is going to take you?
And you can see the two possibilities right here. An untamed mind is like that wild horse. It runs everywhere, chasing every little distraction, crashing into things, and creating total chaos. And you're just a helpless passenger being dragged along. But a tamed mind, wow. All of that incredible power gets channeled and focused in one single direction. You become the master. So, how do you actually take control? Well, it's pretty much a 3-step process. First, you have to find that burning why, your Vajja. Second, you use your intelligence as the reins to guide that powerful horse. And third, you give your mind a clear, undeniable direction to charge towards.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But does this stuff actually work in real life? Let me tell you a quick story that is the ultimate proof that it does. So there was this student, and up until 11th grade, he was failing, barely scraping by, and he'd even picked up a chain-smoking habit. But then came the turning point. He was talking to a friend who mentioned having a family business to fall back on. And in that moment, it hit this guy like a ton of bricks. He had nothing. No plan B, no safety net. A voice inside him just screamed, I have to do something. That was his Vajja. He quit smoking that very day and started studying like his life depended on it.
And the result of finding that powerful why? He scored 85% on his final exams. I mean, think about that. A massive, life-altering transformation, all because he found that one burning reason.
And that brings everything right back to you. We've laid out the problem, we've seen the solution, and now you're standing at a crossroads. You're faced with a fundamental choice about how you want to live your life. At the end of the day, the choice really comes down to this. You can choose the path of malaza, which basically means temporary pleasure. You know, mindlessly scrolling, chasing distractions, avoiding the hard work. But here's the catch. That path always, and I mean always, leads to saza, which means permanent pain, a future filled with regret and unfulfilled potential.
The antidote to that trap, the thing that gets you on the right path, is this simple but incredibly powerful mantra, Mujhe kuch karna hai. It means I have to do something. It's not even about a specific goal yet. It's just about lighting that first spark, that internal desire to build, to create, to become something more.
And that's really what I want to leave you with today. The answer you're looking for isn't in some life hack or another motivational video, it's already inside of you. So I'll leave you with this question. What is that one burning reason, your vajja, that will be powerful enough to pull you forward and make all those other distractions just fade away?